It's an election year, and if there is one thing we hear from voters a lot, it's that they are tired of all the attack ads and the 10 or 20-second sound bites. Well, welcome to a special edition of Comcast Newsmakers Candidates Forum, where you'll get to hear directly from some of the candidates running for office. I'm Barbara Rogers, and joining me in the studio now is Johnny Khamis. He is a candidate for the San Jose City Council, District 10, and thank you for stopping by Comcast Newsmakers today.
Thank you for having me.
Well, let's start out by talking about what unique skills and attributes and experience you bring to the San Jose City Council if you're elected.
Well, first of all, I've been a financial advisor for 18 years and founded a company helping other companies save money. I've managed pension plans, I've advised on health insurance, workers' comp, general liability, a lot of things that are going wrong with the system today in the San Jose are things that I'm an expert at. I've also served on various boards and commissions over the last 14 years. I've chaired the Human Relations Commission of Santa Clara County. I was on that commission for 10 years, and I was actually voted the Human Rights Leader of the Year in 2007 for Santa Clara County.
And that sort of leads into my next question. What do you see as the top issues facing San Jose, and what would you solve? How would you solve them?
Well, absolutely. The top issue, which affects everything else, is the budget. We are constantly dealing with anywhere between a $25 million and $100 million deficit every year, and we're constantly laying off employees and cutting services. I would deal with them in various different ways. I have ideas on my website, and I also have been a big supporter of Mayor Reed's pension reform plan, which is called Measure B, which passed with 70% approval in the area. It is now stuck in the court system and needs to be voted on once it gets out of the court system to be implemented, and I will be a solid vote for that. I also have other ideas on changing the way that we pay salaried employees. I don't believe that we should be getting them overtime. I have ideas on changing the way we refinance our bonds to make sure that we lock in a low interest rates so that we can make sure that we have a foreseeable debt structure for the future rather than be subject to vacillating interest rates. So I have many ideas to cut costs, including using reserve police officers so that we can supplement our police force as a stopgap measure until we can get into a better situation so that we can have more police coverage. And those are just a few of my ideas.
Okay. One of the things that I suppose you do, each candidate does, because it's such a grueling process, is learn something about themselves during the process. What have you learned about yourself as you have been campaigning during this campaign?
Well, I have learned that I'm very determined. I am very driven. I'm very focused on the goal. I do have some faults that I've learned about myself, including that I would like to be more organized, especially with my time, and so I did learn a little bit of both.
Okay, and what do you think that people should know about San Jose that they don't know? Perhaps some surprising fact or something that most people don't understand about San Jose.
Well, San Jose is the capital of Silicon Valley. We have 1 million residents. We are twice the size of San Francisco almost, and we have the largest population of educated workers in the area. Almost, there's tons of residents that are engineers, and it would be a great place to locate your business, especially if it's a high-tech business or a biotech. San Jose is a very welcoming environment for new business, and as a city council member, I will definitely work hard to make sure that employers know that.
What's been your biggest influence, and what has really influenced you to not just to become a politician, but to run specifically for this office?
Well, the biggest influence are my children. I'm a proud father of 2 boys, and I want to make sure that San Jose is a safe and happy environment for my kids to grow up in. And quite frankly, I would love for them to grow up, stay near me, and live near me, and raise their children near me. So that is my biggest motivator in what I do.
It's estimated nationwide that there are about 90 million people who actually will not vote at all. What could you say to people who are not planning to participate in the political process? They say that it's too corrupt or that it doesn't make any difference. What could you say to them that might change their minds?
Well, if you are not planning on voting, then you have no right to complain. I think it is very important for you to know your candidates, know who represents you, know the issues that are important to you, and know why they are important to you. There is very little excuse. If you're not voting, then you're not making a difference, and that's what I truly feel on the issue.
Okay. Well, thank you, Johnny Khamis, a candidate for District 10 for the San Jose City Council. Thank you for joining us.
My pleasure.